don't know what to do anymore. I think I went live or not. It says I'm live, but am I really? Let's see if I can. Can I even find my channel there? Oh god. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I don't think I'm live then. Wait, I should be live. But I think it doesn't show anything. It says I'm offline. I don't know how to do that. So let's see again. Okay, I think it shows me. All right. I can't find my stream on another on my phone to check. Okay, I can now. I wanted a link to share. So I will just copy it. Sorry if it looks like I'm ignoring everyone. If there is anyone there, but I was figuring this out. So I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. All right. Anyway, so I hope everything is working. I don't know if I will be able to read the chat. If there's even anyone in the chat. So I hope that the microphone works and you can see my game. You should be able to, because I checked on my phone and I was able to see it. Oh, okay, I actually see the chat on my phone. So thank you for coming by. Let me know if you can hear me. So I don't usually play in pre-made hoods anymore. I played them when I was a kid. Really. But I thought I wouldn't open my actual hood for the purpose of like a testing screen. Really. So I started a new hood. This Veronaville. Okay, let me ask in chat if you can hear me though. So this is just basic Veronaville. I downloaded a clean template with supposedly with scripted events that are working. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Great, thank you. So yeah, this is just regular Veronaville. No, it's not an alternative version with like some crazy stuff. Just regular. So there are the 3 families. I moved in most bin families. That's not the point though. That's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to play in Lord Crump's awesome Veronaville, but it's a bit too big for my computer to handle, I think. I, however, packed most lots, and it's very cool what Lord Crumps did with some of the buildings. I especially like what what he did with these lots. So in vanilla Veronaville, you have those houses. You have like two houses at once, but they are on one lot. So Lord Krantz divided them into two lots. It's really cool. So I moved some of my families into these houses. For now, I didn't replace the. Thank you everyone for coming by my chat. I'm looking at the chat on my phone. So thank you everyone for coming. Thank you Debbie, Twins, and Fiction, and Laura, and Sam, and Brianna. Thank you for coming. So yeah, I'm really testing and checking if everything works at all. And we'll just do the regular Veronaville scripted events if they work. There's a clean template, like I said before, if you were not here. So I think we'll start with the summer dreams. Now, I did a minimal makeovers on some sims, but this is a very small downloads folder. I have all my mods in, but I don't have a lot of CC, so it's mostly vanilla. Oh, and I think my game has sounds. Let me know if the sounds are too loud. I normally play with no sounds, but I only change it in Windows settings. So I'm afraid that the game may be too loud. Especially that I think my microphone is not great. I haven't loaded into these lots yet before this stream. I haven't loaded into the lots, like the main lots. I only teleported some of my sims to give them makeovers. I don't think the scripted events are working. Oh, they are. Okay, good. They are working. But before I did a scripted event, I wanted to teleport some people here. Actually, there should be people here already. There's Romeo and Mercutio. I don't think there are the caps here then. No, there's Hermia. There is no Juliet. I don't know why I thought there would be Juliet. There should be Juliet. She is somewhere. Not here though. Okay, you can tell I haven't played this in 20 years. I mean, this particular hood. Let me look at the chat. Thank you. It was the only thing I could find that was like Halloween themed. Halloween is not really celebrated where I live. Okay. I trust Juliet is somewhere. I just don't see her. This is Hermia. Right? I don't see her on the list, so I don't know. She is somewhere, I guess. So let me read this. The party is underway, and Puck's sweetheart Hermia is here. He wants the first kiss. Does he really? Oh, he really does. And he wants to go steady as well. He wants the first kiss, and now is the perfect time to make his move. I think I will, yeah, make sure they don't turn on the radio right now. So I guess let's do the scripted event and let's actually have them kiss, I suppose. That's what the game wants us to do for the scripted event. Do I have cutscenes enabled? I normally don't, but yes, they are enabled. So let's see this unfold. As you can see, I tried to give my sims masks as well. for this occasion. Uh, I think it fits them. The Summer Dreams already had face paint, of course, so I didn't want to take it away from them. Oh, Juliet is here. She's fighting Mercutio, and she is the offender, it seems. Also, Oberon is getting a crush on his fiance, which is, I suppose, that's good. Um, and he wants to get married and buy a magazine, which is actually a very uncommon want if you have Ultimate Collection, but Oberon starts with this. I think it was way more common in base game times, but now we hardly ever see this anymore. So it's a very interesting one. He also wants to maximize creativity. I think that's also something he starts with because he only has 2 points. It's a bit soon for that, Oberon. And Titania wants to woohoo and get engaged and adopt. See, so this is also another interesting thing about Titania. It's possible that it already changed. Uh, Let me check this on ACR. Where's ACR? Adjust uh, gender preference. Titania. So if you don't know this, Titania starts as bi. This is canonically this way. Even if you don't have ACR, um, don't change anything with this. Over time, because she is, uh, in relationship with Oberon, she will probably turn straight because that's just how this game works. But right now she has 12 preference for males and 10 for females. And that's why she is able to roll adopt a child want, by the way, because only non-straight sims can roll this. It usually only happens to gay or lesbian sims. So that's very interesting. Yeah. So I guess another thing that people usually do is they have these two get engaged and married, but let me check out the chat because I guess that's also the point of streaming. And I always type a lot in chat, so I don't have to not read anything. Um, okay. Okay. All right. So I guess I can just get them married. Where is there is actually a whole thing here. I also have a mod. Oh, I actually have a random rejection mod as well, but it will not work. It will not work if Oberon proposes anyway because Titania's family. I didn't give them traits, so traits won't be taken into account. But um, but I guess let's just do it vanilla, and it's Titania who really wants to propose. Mm, though I guess I will have Oberon. Well, I guess I will do it from Titania, so maybe it will fail. Let's see. Let's see if it will fail. Let's do the steady thing first. Oh, and there is Red Humble because I didn't ban anyone, but that's fine. I didn't ban anyone, and I don't have a mod to get rid of him. So okay, they went steady. They are happy about it. Okay. Um, let's do it from her side because knowledge sims are more likely to say no, I think. But I think uh, it is it is a positive reaction. So no drama here. I mean, knowledge and family is usually no drama. Um, so, so, so there is no drama. I suppose. Well, I guess let's just do this wedding. You can all skip there because you can't run. You're not active enough. Yeah, you're extremely lazy. That's why you are all slackers. I mean, you're all in the slacker career. And what are you doing, Puck? Okay, I don't think it's ACR. He is just chilling there with no ACR. It would be nice if you would run there, help your parents. I don't think I have the modded art that does the cool thing. No, I obviously don't have it in my game. I only have the hacked art. Oh well, that's fine. We just won't have any flower girls. I think otherwise, bottom would would count for that. I could invite some adults. Just just invite them with the sim blender. I think they will just start um beating each other. Uh, I guess Miranda can come here. I really intended this to be a party for teenagers. I don't think there are other teenagers. Everyone else is here, I think. But let's just invite, I don't know, Isabella and maybe Goneril and see if they will do anything. I don't know. I hope not. Anyway, that's enough guests for me. There are already a lot of teenagers here. She actually doesn't want to get married, though. That's strange for a family sin. What if you check him out? Will you do anything? Will you reroll? No? Hmm. Well, let's still get married from your side. By the way, this menu here, you see, it's from the hacked arts. It also works on the vanilla arts. So it's more for historical gameplay. You can announce engagement to anyone, and you can get married to anyone. These are the hacked options, but this is the actual vanilla option. And that's what we are doing right now, because I don't need the other options. But let's see. Let's see if there's anything in the way. There shouldn't be. There's no wall here. Um, Oh, if I'm noticing the chat, I really only see the chat when I'm looking at my phone. Wait, why am I not getting a cutscene? I guess no cutscene? This art, I think because I have the hacked art, it doesn't always give cutscenes. I think it's random. So they got married. Anyway, sorry guys. I will look at the chat. I'm so sorry. If you asked me about something, I only see the chat if I'm looking at my phone because I only have one screen and I have my game in full screen, so I think I would have to alt tab into OBS or something or Twitch and look at what you're saying. I will do my best to check my phone. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I can see the chat when I look, and yes, yes, thank you, Laura, for saying this. Uh, okay, thank you very much. So yeah, I think I will just play them. Uh, so I guess they don't have to change the surnames. I didn't really look to see what surnames they had to begin with. I believe for some reason. Oh no, okay, they had different surnames. I thought in vanilla game, uh, like long time ago, for some reason they both started as Summer Dream, but I guess not. Um, so they can keep their surnames. They can both keep them. Okay, so the thing is, their children have Titania's surname, which is very interesting. I think it really shows that this is supposed to be a matriarchy, possibly. Um, why are they so tired already? That's weird. Okay, okay. So Titania wants to adopt. She also wants to do the woohoo. So I guess you can do the woohoo. Before I do anything, I also wanted to show you another mod if I can. I know this is not to everyone's liking, but I personally thought it was cool for weddings and such. So I think I have this mod in my game right now. I hope I do. Wow, you really don't like Goneril that much. That's unfortunate. And Isabella, what about you? Do you like anyone here? You actually like Romeo. So can you? This is Mercutio. Where is Romeo? Do you like? You also like him. I have a mod so relatives can classic dance, and it's not romantic. I know some people think it's a very romantic um, animation. I don't personally think it's very romantic. Of course, Sims who are involved can also dance still, but Juliet can, for example, classic dance with her brother, which otherwise wouldn't be possible to classic dance. I got this mod because I really hate the for historical gameplay, which I usually do. I really hate uh, like the normal vanilla dance. I really loathe uh, Smassle dance. Um, so the only thing really for historical game is the classic dance and slow dance. I think classic dance is okay for relatives personally. I mean, uh, at least where I live, the father of the bride would dance with the bride. And what? Oh, wait. Yeah, you're flirting with the wrong girl. Pack, I think you're a bit confused. Uh, Pack, you're supposed to be with Hermia, and this is Miranda. Why are you doing this? uh, okay, where is she? Uh, this is Romeo. Romeo, why are you doing this? Hermia, why are you? You wanted to go study with her, so go and do it before you do anything else. I'm supposed to be doing the scripted events here. I know he's only supposed to kiss her, but he also wants to go study. Um, they can keep dancing. I will turn on this radio. Uh, will she say yes? Of course she will because she's a family sim. And I didn't give her traits. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think that's really it for the scripted events. I could also have Titania adopt, I suppose. I so rarely use phones in my game. I really only put them on on my lots when I need to throw a party, and I don't know where they have a phone, but I'm sure they have a phone. They have a phone. So she can adopt. Oh my god! Oh my! They are. No, this will be a lousy party, I guess. And Pack really wanted to have a good one. They are. They think this party is too loud. Oh, I did turn on the radio. That must be why. Oh, well, okay. Anyway, you can call service. I think that's how that looks. It's been a while. Oh, they still had a good time. Okay, okay. Despite this party being too loud because I turned on the radio at the last minute. Yeah. Um, Titania would like to adopt. Um, yes. Uh, they will come to. Oh no, I think I was too late. I don't want to play them for the whole full day again. I think I was just after midnight. Let me check the chat. I'm sorry for not reading. Uh, uh, oh yeah, I don't have my own Discord server. I'm in a lot of other people's Discord servers, and I'm already overwhelmed with them, to be honest. Uh, I see there's some. Yeah, I probably should get some. I don't know, a bot that can mod the chat, unless there's automatic one. I see some um, asterisks in the chat. Uh, okay. Well, anyway, thank you everyone. Thank you for trying to support me. I don't need help right now. I'm just like checking, how to stream. Okay, so there was some swearing involved. Yeah, please don't swear. I don't usually swear in real life that often, so I try not to have other people do that as well. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much, Laura and Daisy, for handling that. All right, I will just send them Oberon and Titania. Oh, Oberon already went to sleep. Well, I guess no woohoo for you then. I will not be waking you up. Okay. So I will leave. Oh, I knew this would happen. So Isabella is not very happy with Juliet. Juliet also got a mask, by the way. This is her former outfit, but I wanted to show her casual outfit. So Juliet is wearing an outfit from Mod The Sims. I believe this is based on some Romeo and Juliet movie, and it's a very nice outfit. I used it in my medieval game as well. I really like this hairstyle. It has this, I don't know, it's called some sort of a cap hat. Juliet Cap is wearing a cap. So, yeah. By the way, I don't think I ever really looked that much at these Sims. Today I was guessing the map a little bit, and I noticed Juliet has gray eyes. I don't know why. I thought she would have blue eyes or something. But a lot of them have gray eyes, I believe. This is very interesting. Okay, let me save this. Go to the neighborhood. Maybe let me wait. Uh-oh. Okay. Let me wait for the NPC to leave. I mean, I don't think it'll do anything. Oh, I didn't make them unselectable. That's why they didn't leave. I'm so silly. Okay. Okay, let me just do that really quick. So this wouldn't do anything bad, but just in case, Miranda, you can also go home when you want to. Okay, and now I'm not actually sure which family is supposed to be next. I believe it's supposed to be Juliet's family. According to this, I think it sort of looks like the Monties go first. But I will go to Juliet first. And also, I want to move these Sims into the lot that was um, renovated by Lord Cramps, but I wanted the event to play out. So that's why I used the regular lots. I didn't get all the lots from Lord Cramps, but I got a lot of them. Um, okay, so I believe what Juliet wants to do is obviously uh, propose uh, going steady to Romeo. This can be interesting because I think I have random rejection mod. I'm pretty sure I have it in because it is in my mod folder, and uh, I kept my mod folder in. Like the that's interesting. So Hermia must have gotten rejected by someone because she wants to buy a love potion. I don't think Pack rejected you. So maybe it was Mercutio? I hope you didn't try doing anything with Romeo. You also want to play with Kent, which is interesting. Uh, Very interesting. I don't think that's your usual starting one. Oh, I also have career replacements because it's part of the defaults I use, so they are a bit like more medieval, and I'm not sure which level this is. I think it's like level 9 or something. Anyway, so does the story actually show up? It does. Okay, let me read. Let me read it. Oh my god, there's black water as well. I'm so sorry for this. I didn't want to load into these lots before I started the stream uh, because I wanted the scripted event to show. So that's why I did this. That's why I didn't put any pool here or anything. Now you can enjoy water. Enjoy the pond water. Okay, let me read. Juliet really wants to make things official with Romeo, but her grandfather might not approve. Can they pull off going steady without consort noticing? I mean, they probably can because he's not. Oh, I guess I will have you go here, like notice this. I don't really mind. I don't think he will react though. This is not an interaction that he can do. But let's propose and go steady, and I wonder if he will say no. I think he will say yes, though. Another thing is I do have the possibility to get my teenagers get engaged, but random rejection doesn't work on that. So, oh, he is actually lecturing. Okay, yeah, then do it. Great. There is actually a scripted lecturing if you have him come here and see this. That's cool. It's really cool. I also wanted to do something if I can. I can. So what I will do after he is done with this. Does Juliet have a balcony? Really, she doesn't have a balcony. Oh, I thought she would have a balcony. Oh well, no balcony. Um, well, anyway, what I wanted to do was to have a Romeo serenade. Normally, teenagers can't serenade for some reason, but if you have casual ICR, you can do flirt from there. And most flirts are what? You want to leave world? You want to leave world? Oh, is it? I'm guessing that's a part of the scripted event that he's leaving. I think even when I was a child playing this for the first time, which is really the only time I played it, I don't think I had them get caught because I don't remember this. Oh my god. Did I just unselect Juliet? And she doesn't know what to do with herself. Okay. So Romeo actually leaves if you have them caught, which is cool. Juliet can also attempt to sneak out tonight. We can do that. So it's very interesting to me that she got rejected. Hermia. She wants to do cooking and cleaning, which is very typical for family sims, obviously, as you know. Uh, Tybalt wants to make friends, and he is not even friends with his sister. And I guess that's for a reason. It would be nice if they could get along a bit better, I think. So why don't you hang out? Okay, let me check the chat. Sorry if I don't read it all the time. Okay. Yeah, they are very pretty sims. I think they are very pretty naturally, and I hope someone will release not a genetically correct version. I'm sure there is such. I hope someone will release a version of Veronaville that has infant faces because I actually used that mod by Meowing Cookie. I really like this in my personal custom hood. So what that mod does is it um, when there is a baby born in The Sims 2, all babies look the same. The only exception is alien babies. All the other babies get the same face, and I don't really want that. So so I got that mod, and I think it's a really great mod. Why are you eating here? Oh my god. You want? Okay, this actually works. Oh, 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 oh. Um, Mercutio is stealing the newspaper, which is invisible. So I didn't give him a proper mask, but he has like a little makeup that looks like a mask. He really looks like a burglar or something right now. Okay. And also the food they are eating is by Jackie. I usually don't have custom food in my game. I'm testing if I like it. I have default replacements, and that's a very odd hour for Rod Humble to come. It's 9 p.m., Rod, not 9 a.m. Are you okay? Um, okay. Anyway, the family is eating. I didn't comment on this before, but Consort, for some reason, was sleeping in one of the girls' beds instead of going to his very comfortable double bed, because that makes sense. They usually go for the most comfortable bed, so it's interesting that he did that. Uh, this soup looks really cool. It looks similar to the comfort soup replacement as well. Um, I think it looks really cool. And I know like restaurants where you can eat these in real life, but I would never personally eat them. I know someone who went to a restaurant and ate soup like this, but the problem with this is the bread, the bowl. Uh, I think most people don't eat this, so it's so wasteful. um, why don't you just use a plate? But I mean, it looks cool in a Sims game. Um, I know a lot of people would eat something like this for like Easter breakfast. And yeah, I like the way it looks. The only problem with Jackie Foods is because Jackie doesn't have all expansions. You can't call everyone to meal. I think there is a mod to help that, but I don't know if it always works. There is a problem with this, especially if the serving is like a custom plate, like in this case. So you can't really call anyone to eat this. You can put it away, and you can all go to sleep. But I will not let Juliet go to sleep for a reason. I want her to sneak out. Sneaking out is so annoying in this game, in my view. Oh, she can do it already. Okay. So if you don't know, I think a lot of people are confused about this still after all these years. I'm kidding. I mean, I was confused in the past as well. Uh, so basically, there are two wands. I know you all know this. There are two wands. There's the one with the white arrow, this one, which Tybalt has. Oh, Tybalt, I don't know. He wants to go out. So to go out, you have to ask your parent or guardian or other adult you live with, and you have to call to go out earlier. But to sneak out, you don't ask anyone. You just have to call sneak out, but it's later. Are you kidding me? She she ran all the way here, and the fireflies disappeared on me. That's not very nice of them. I wanted some nice screenshots, just kidding. I'm not really taking screenshots right now. That's fine because oh, I killed this flower. Well, I usually don't use these flowers for a reason. It's so easy to kill them. That's the reason. And trust me, I do a lot of gardening in my game, like the actual gardening that requires tending and watering plants. That can also be tricky in The Sims 2, but I feel like it's less tricky than these flowers for some reason. You can overwater them very easily. They die extremely fast unless you do it properly. Let me check the chat. We're just waiting for Romeo to come. I don't want to stand him up. Thank you for liking the dresses. Okay. I can send you the links later if anyone wants the links to the dresses. Oh, what is okay? So this is also a replacement I have. This a replacement of weeds, and they are mushrooms. They are, I think, the Sims 1 mushrooms. And this seems a bit bugged. Okay, so this replacement, by the way, it gives you tens of millions if you're really, you know, if you're really desperate for money, you can farm the weeds. Um, but it only gives it to you once per the action. So since there were like 7 of them, and Juliet was weeding them all out, it only gave her uh, it one time. Will he come? He is coming with my default replacement. I don't know, limousine probably. I don't have any sort of risky sneak out or anything like this. Uh, I don't really do that in my game. Let's just see if she gets caught, if the police comes. She for sure will not get caught by just coming home because everyone is sleeping. Concert might wake up soon. Um, but I think it will be lucky. After she comes back, I will just go to the next house. That will be the last house for the scripted events, and then I could do the other families, like the Bin families, but I thought I would show my personal hood. I don't know if anyone would be interested. You can let me know in the chat if you would rather have me like just start with the Bin families, just do regular gameplay, like get them jobs. I was actually also right. I was also considering, at least for the Monty side, I was considering buying a restaurant lot for them because they are very much interested in cuisine and Lord Cramps made a restaurant. I also got a lot of other restaurants. Oh my god, I forgot to do speed 3. And oh, and she's back. Okay, everything is fine. She didn't just drop dead like in Desi's stream once because she was hungry. She is okay. She just needs to go to the bathroom and go to sleep. I guess this will be Juliet's bed? Oh, no. I guess Consort slept there, but now he is painting. And he wants to retire. I could do that. I guess that's also sort of a part of the scripted event. I didn't do that. I said I would be doing the scripted events. So let me just do that. Let me really quickly retire. So I think a lot of people skip this one because he's so close to maxing out the career. I think if I was playing this hood for like a long time, in the long run, I would be playing them. I would possibly also wait until he maxes out the career and then retire. But I think it's sort of like with Olive Spectre. She also wants to retire at the very beginning. And of course, now he wants to get an elder job that will not be well paid at all. Of course, that's what they always want to do. At 475 is not a bad not a bad retirement, uh, not a bad pension. Okay. Okay, so let's go and do the last one. I was talking about opening a restaurant and then I lost my train of thought. But anyway, the other family is supposed to be very much into um, having a restaurant and stuff like this. So I thought I would have them buy a What's going on? I would have them buy a restaurant. This restaurant is by Lord Crump's Monty Ranch restaurant. I think it's very expensive. Most of these lots are expensive. Um, when I was a kid, I don't think I ever cared about like only moving the Monties to the Monty side and only moving Caps to the Cap side. But now that I look at it, if you want to move the Monties on the Monty side, you really can't move them anywhere. I only moved Bianca Monty here, but this lot is not even livable. It's literally a tower. There's nothing inside. So there are no starter houses on this side. There are so many here, but they are in a totally different style. Um, Veronaville in general, it's like I don't know Tudor England, and on one side, and on the other side, it's like Renaissance Italy or something, a Mediterranean style anyway. Um, so if you want to move the Monties on the Monty side, you have to build something or cheat them money, or you can move them in all together. And I think that's what I wanted to do. So after the scripted events, I was thinking about moving all the Monties together in the Monty Ranch. I have the version by Lord Crumps that I have not placed yet, but I would bulldoze this lot and then I would move them to the big lot and everyone would go there. They would buy a restaurant and they would all be running it together. Because if you don't know, restaurants are really difficult in the Sims 2. Probably the worst business to run. If you want to do it with one sim, it's basically impossible. Hiring people is also impossible because you have no income with this business. Um, okay, let me see the chat before I do the event. But I don't think there's anything. Let me see. I will alt tab. I'm not sure if this will do anything. I was just going to see. Okay, so it still shows my game. Okay, I don't think there's anything in the chat. All right. Anyway, thank you again. Thank you everyone for coming. If you're listening to me, or even if you aren't, I will just write a question in chat really quick. Uh, should I show my custom hood, my custom private hood, or should I continue with the Monty family and try to run a restaurant? So there are two options. Okay. I don't even know how long I've been live. Almost an hour already. Okay. Okay. So what is this? Um, this is a pond, I think. Is this a pond? I don't know what it is. I think it's supposed to be a pond, but I don't think it's accessible because it has the fence around. I will just place a pool tile somewhere, and yes, it is a pond. I mean, if someone wanted to fish, they could fish here. So one thing that is really not very nice about The Sims 2 is base game didn't come with gardening or fishing. These were added in seasons. And Veronaville, like Pleasantview and Strangetown, they are base game hoods. So Sims couldn't really do anything with. Is this a pond or not? There is no option on this. Starting to doubt that this is a pond. Maybe it's too small. Anyway, um, so these lots were definitely not built with seasons in mind, and I think there are a lot of complaints about these lots not working properly with seasons. Uh, but there are also complaints about Pleasant View homes not being, not having proper roofs. So I don't think it's not. I don't think it's a big deal that Veronaville houses on this side have arches and like snow can get into the house. Um, but I guess if we treat it as a Mediterranean climate, there really isn't a proper winter there. So you might want to change the seasons or or get other houses. Okay, but we are doing the scripted event. So let me read the pop-up. Romeo is dying. well, if we go uh, by the actual drama, then yeah, he is dying. But Romeo is dying to see his main squeeze. He wants to invite Juliet over for a makeout session. Pick up the phone and give her a call. Okay, let me explain. Let me explain this one here. So it says he wants to make out, and I think in base game he would have make out with Juliet want instead of this. But I guess in the clean template that didn't work in my game. And I think he also is a bit sad now because he went steady. So naturally, Juliet wanted to go steady, but he didn't because he's a romance sim, not a family sim. It might have been his fear because this aspiration bar looks rather low. He is afraid of getting rejected, but he doesn't want to make out. He wants to woohoo, which normally is impossible, yes. So I wanted to explain this. Why is this wall not painted? Anyway, let me explain. So it's not a mod, it's a want tree file from The Sims. I have a want tree file for teenagers to be able to want to woohoo. I didn't originally feel the need to have this want, but because of ACR, I decided that I would only allow teens who want to woohoo woohoo. Because what ACR does, it allows teens to woohoo. So when your child turns into a teen and there is another teen on the lot, they will immediately go to do woohoo. Or if you have phones, they will booty call people. And I think that's very inappropriate. You can think what you want. That's just my opinion. I think it's a bit wild. I know I was once testing one mod, and I have two teenagers on my lot, and they immediately went to the woohoo. Um, so so it just happens a lot. So I only allow teams who want to woohoo, if that makes sense. Um, this want tree file only allows them to roll this want like for adults when it's applicable. So romance sims can do it, can always do it. But other sims, I think most of the time they will only roll it if they are in love, if they are on a date. And it makes sense to me, might not make sense to anyone else. But yeah, so it tells me to invite her. So let's invite her. I believe when I watched other people do this, because I think I did over time, over the years. Um, I believe Juliet was already here, and you didn't have to invite her, but let's invite her. So we will just invite her over, and I believe what happens is she comes with her brother or something. But okay, she will come. By the way, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I think a lot of people have a similar idea, similar view on this. That this family, the Monty family, is a lot more lax. They are a lot more relaxed. They don't really care that much that Romeo has all those women and Juliet. Whereas the Cap family is more strict. And I think, it makes a lot of sense. I know he's supposed to greet Juliet. I could invite Tybalt to mix it up, but I think he's supposed to greet her, so let's do that the way it's supposed to be. And again, Rod is coming here at 8 p.m. I guess that's because these families start so late. Are they already sleeping? So Mercutio is sleeping in the double bed. And what are the grandparents doing? Playing chess. Okay. All they did was tickle and goose. So I believe something is supposed to happen. Oh no. I didn't look at his job panel. He was supposed to be at work. But I think it was already too late to send him. He would have either missed work totally or he would have been late. So there is a penalty either way. You can either miss work or be late for work 2 times. I believe the third time you can get fired. So either way, it would have been bad, I guess. So I don't think they're supposed to really do anything. I did invite her. They were supposed to make out actually. He just doesn't want to for some reason. Oh, 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 oh. That, what? What happened here? This was a very fast animation. I think Tybalt, Tybalt wanted to. Oh, I know what's meant to happen. I think I. Okay, okay, okay. So the event is working. I thought it wouldn't work because Mercutio got tired of waiting for me to do the event and he went to bed, but he woke up just to insult Juliet. And now, because he insulted Juliet, her brother, who came to chaperone her, to protect her, he is attacking him. And I think what happens in the actual Romeo and Juliet is uh, they both die. Well, everyone here dies, so I'm not doing this right now. That it makes a lot of sense, I suppose. And I think he also had a want to win a fight. I didn't really notice that when I was under not. I guess I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I think that is all really about the scripted events. Oh, and also this couple, I know from other people's videos. Most of the time they are very cute together. They will not live very long, unfortunately, but they will be um, and they will be very cute together. He wants to make friends with one of his grandchildren as well, which is nice. They want to spend some time together. Mercutio wants to have a party. Why can't he? Oh, he's already sleeping. He's a very sleepy boy. All right. I mean, let's do this if he wants to. Casual wolf. Why can't you do it on a sofa? Let's see. Not that they should do it on a sofa, but I feel like nobody would let them go to the double bed. So let's try the sofa. Let's see if it works. Sofa woohoo can be a bit buggy for me sometimes. I mean, it's not a vanilla interaction. It's added by ACR, so it's probably oh. Okay, so normally this doesn't happen in my game that they strip naked like this. I usually have a setting, so they always do ACR in underwear in underwear, but because this is a new hood with a technically new downloads folder, I think it uses default settings. So I forgot to set them. Let me see the chat. Uh, okay, so Laura, you would like to see my custom hood, but you will be going to work. Okay, I hope you have a great time at work. It's very late, but I know you do a lot of night shifts, so have a great time at work. And I hope this stream will like save. Um, a VOD. I was trying to set it so that it does. But I don't know if it will. I don't know if it will save. I also have like a really small YouTube channel that I should probably delete because I upload stuff there like once a year, which I know is extremely bad for like algorithms and stuff. I recently uploaded their I uploaded not a tour, but I uploaded like short videos with the families from my hood. Why is ACR not spawn? Oh, it's here. Sorry. Uh, okay, nothing happened. And he wants to woohoo again. Okay, that's enough. You're like 15, okay. I mean, so technically, I think in Shakespearean Romeo and Juliet, Juliet is like 14, but Romeo is more like 20, which was totally fine, by the way, in medieval times for um, higher classes. And these people are definitely like, noble, this gentry probably. Uh, so there is canonically there is a pretty big age gap between them. Also, I haven't read Romeo and Juliet since 20 years, or rather, the last time I read it was um, 20 years ago. So, okay, I think I will show my hood if it allows me to. If it doesn't allow me to, I will I will load back in here again. What I have to do though, I have to change my downloads folder to my actual folder. So I have never streamed before, and I don't know if this will still pick up my game after I open it again. I know right now there's black screen. Please hold on. Just changing my stuff around. I'm trying to. Um, Let me grab the backup of my hood. Let me change the downloads folder. Uh, so I'm just moving the downloads folder I was using for this to my desktop. I know you can just rename it, but I'm moving it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Wait a second. I think I did something. You can't see this, but I think I did something wrong. Um, I hope my backup is okay. That's all I'm going to say. I was trying to copy and paste too many things at once. Uh, but I hope it will be okay. Well, let's try. It still has all my character files, so it should be okay. I just hope I didn't like destroy my. Yes, this is my alt account. I made it once because for some reason my actual Twitch wouldn't let me log in, and I wanted to watch someone. I think I was watching Bobo Brains, and I just couldn't log in, and so I made this one. Um, I made this one. Now this can take a while. This can take a while, uh, so now I should really change to like just chatting or something. I'm really new to this, and um, I could probably make my face bigger now. Uh, I don't think that worked. Oh, it did. So my game is loading right now. It can take a while. The other downloads folder was very fast to load. I thought I would say I don't think anyone is interested, but there is a reason why I didn't put my actual downloads folder in that Veronaville. So I knew it for a long time. I know this. I have one Max's bed that doesn't work in my game, probably because I have some piece of custom content that um, shares the same ID, GUID. I think that's the case. Again, I don't think anyone is interested, but if this ever happens to you, if you ever, I mean, you know what buy mode looks like in The Sims 2. If you place down a double bed, for example, it has six, I believe, green tiles. So if something, in particular beds, it's very visible if something has more tiles. So if a bed normally has six green squares when you place it, if it has only five, then it probably shares a GUID, GUID, or whatever with something else. What it means is probably in that case, the CC creator um, cloned a Max's bed and made like their own, mesh recolor, but they didn't add a new GUID to this. And now my game, because I have this piece of CC, my game is confused because it doesn't know if it's pointing towards the Max's bed or the CC bed, and only one of them works. In my case, only the CC bed works, but it's fine with me because I normally don't use Max's beds in my game, most of them. Uh, but why I couldn't use it in that Verona is because I was using CC free lots by Lord Cramps, and I also noticed that in Katati's downtown, in Londost lot, or Londostair, I don't know, um and Londost for sure. And Londost, if you have Katati's downtown, it has beds in it. So I'm pretty sure that's why it had problems. That's why I decided to just take out most of my CC, so that I could play with those beautiful lots. And then I didn't show you the beautiful lots anyway. So that was a bit pointless. But I also wanted a smooth CC folder that would open up the game, load the game really fast. Because now you can see it is taking a bit too long to load. It will load, I just don't know when. It shouldn't take longer than 10 minutes, but I recently put a little bit of CC in my game, and I really need to cut down on it a little bit. I want to go through my hair folder. I love the hairstyles I have, but I have too many. Um, I also have like a big mix between Alpha CC. I also have most Max's hairs not replaced at all. I have Max's hair in. I also have some clay hair that I didn't find a better Alpha or Max's match alternative for. Um, but I'm generally not a fan of clay hair. Um, you probably know this if you know me from chats on Twitch. Uh, yeah, Brianna, I really have to cut down on it. So why it's particularly difficult for me to cut down on CC is because I'm doing this infamous test of time challenge, which yes, you can do this very efficiently. And for example, in the prehistorical times, only use the castaway historical CC for like prehistory. Then you can take it out, put in only ancient era CC. Then when you're done with this, take it out, put in only like barbarian, dark ages stuff. Then take it out. Then put in only uh, high middle ages CC. Then again, take it out, put in Renaissance in. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to keep the CC. It's just it just is a lot. It's a lot, and even if I just try to gassy up my Sims, it takes a while to go through the dresses. Like I have to go through some uh, great Regency and Victorian CC I have to find like in my case ancient CC because I'm doing ancient like Rome. I also I also did it pretty. I made it difficult for myself because I added like ancient Takemizu or ancient Shang Simla, like the idea is of ancient China slash Japan. Um, so some of my Sims were like kimonos. I don't have particularly historical kimonos in my game. Just put some kimonos in. It's just it adds up. Adds up a lot. Um, um, yeah, and I hope my game will load. So I feel like my computer is dying right now because I'm streaming. Uh, my game is not responding, so I don't know if it will go through with it. I will wait a bit. If it doesn't go through with it, I guess I might have to end this here. That would be very disappointing to whoever wanted to see my hood. Um, so why we started so swiftly the Verona is because I was already loaded in when I started the stream. Now I'm trying to load in while I'm already streaming, and I think it's a problem for my computer. Um, it's also part of the reason why I wanted to just stay in one town, but I decided to go here. It was not the best idea. I will wait for like 5 minutes more and see. Right now, my game is not responding. I don't think that is visible to you. Um, but well, it's good to see that it worked. I was able to stream somewhat somehow. Um, but yeah, you can see that my game is like gray. It's not responding. Uh, I'm hoping it will load. It normally doesn't do this. It takes a while to load, but it doesn't do the not responding thing. So it's a bit concerning. um, Maybe. Okay, it's actually loading, guys. It's actually loading. I could see it. It's loading all my CC. So you might be able to see my hood if you want to. I'm sorry it's taking so long. Mm, my game normally takes, well, it used to take like 7 minutes. Thank you, Brianna, for joining me today. Have a great, I guess, Halloween for you. Have a great day. So yeah, I will just show my food, and then I think I will finish this. So it's still loading, but I hope it will be okay. So yeah, to whoever is still watching, and thank you to all my friends who have checked my stream, made sure that you can hear me, and see what I'm doing in game. Thank you all. Um, Let me like introduce whoever's coming by to my hood. So I'm playing. I'm trying to play a little bit in a historical way. It's very vague, of course. It's not totally historically accurate or anything. The test of time challenge that I'm loosely playing by is not very historically accurate to begin with, I know, but I like the idea of just going through the ages. Um, I quite liked uh, the first era, the prehistorical times. It is very repetitive. It is very repetitive. In the first era, you basically have all your Sims live on the same lot. I mean, there are 4 or 5 families. They all have their own lots, but it's really the same lot. It looks the same. They can only fish and garden for food. You can also use mods. You can use mods like, sorry, you can use like go hunting spears, but that doesn't give you money. You can only fish and garden. Um, and you're supposed to play with summer all year round, which is very annoying because your Sims will get sunburned all the time. They will get heat strokes all the time. Um, but I changed it a bit because I just couldn't do it. It was also my second time attempting this challenge. It's not that I failed the first time, but my hood got corrupted because when I was saving the game, while I was exiting the game, I was saving and the game crashed. Now I don't do this anymore. I save first and then I exit without saving. My hood, my old hood just disappeared from the selection, the old hood. This hood is fine. So this is my hood. The map, I didn't make this. I bought the SimCity to make maps and then I never really made any. This is the Iberian map from The Sims. I really like it because it has a lot of beach, lots potential. Uh, so my Sims all started on empty lots uh, with just um, a pond and a little plot of land to farm. No roof, no nothing. But I gave them tents. They all had tents. They all had a sofa made of rock, uh, and uh, and of course they needed a fridge and a stove so as not to starve to death. Um, but yeah, they had nothing else. They lived outside until I decided that I would, before I switched over to the next era, to the ancient times. Uh, I had an ice age. So I set the season to winter and I put them all in caves. The caves are they are just one big room, but I added in a little water source inside because caves often have like a little river inside. And I used sun and moon ice fishing so they could at least fish for food if they wanted to. Maxis fishing doesn't really work in winter because the water is frozen over most of the time. Nobody really died of cold. Weather is in general not lethal in The Sims 2. The only exception is the random death, I don't think it's called heat stroke, or maybe it is, but there is just a very small chance of that happening. You can't die of, you cannot die of cold in The Sims 2. I don't think you can. You definitely can in The Sims 4. I don't think you can in The Sims 2. Uh, I think your motives drop down, but it won't really kill you. I mean, the cold won't kill you. It's just low needs, so you will just die of hunger as always. Um, oh, it is taking a while to load a lot. Hmm. It could be because I just switched my downloads folders during the stream. I did this. This is really just the build of the cave. I shouldn't have loaded in here on second thoughts. But I just wanted to show where my Sims started. Also, I shortened the challenge slightly. According to the challenge, I think you're meant to spend like 3 or 4 generations per age, era, or whatever period. But I shortened that. So mm I moved from the prehistorical times to ancient times when my original Sims became elders, or maybe a bit after that. Um, but they were still alive. The original Sims were still alive, and their firstborn children were adults. I believe that's how it went. Okay, so it did load in. It loaded in the pretty much empty lot. It took a long time. Okay, so there's winter here, as you can see. So I was not lying that that I had ice age. Actually, this doesn't prove anything. There is just winter in my hood right now. But trust me, I did what I said. So all the furniture was sold, but you can still see there is like a little pond. There is Sun and Moon Ice fishing hole. This is just deco. You really fish from this fishing spot. There's saltwater one, there's freshwater one. They do an animation like when they do when Max is fishing. It's just not based on fishing badge. It's based on body skill. So yeah, that's where all my Sims lived during this ice age. Um, I know a lot of people when they play this challenge, they try to like build a very elaborate house in the very first era and prehistorical times. I don't really think it makes a lot of sense to do that. I only use the first uh, time period to really decide who gets to be the emperor, like the royal family, who gets to be the patrician family, like the noble family, and who is just the uh, plebs, plebeian. So let's visit the emperor family first. So there are only 3 members of the family here, and there is a servant because by the challenge rules they are supposed to have servants, and as far as I know, this is historically accurate, that they would have servants, a lot of servants really, but one is enough for me. Um, I build all these lots, by the way. These are not downloaded. That's why they don't look very good. I did my best. Oh yeah, let me explain. I guess with the family tree, why this family is the emperor or the imperial family. So uh, basically, that's just the way this challenge goes. If you base the amount of money people get in this game based on fishing and gardening, um, the more people you have, the more money you make. So this family just had the uh, the biggest number of kids, and that's all there is to it. It was totally random. To They had no twins, no twins. They had only single children, but they had a lot of children. They had 6 children, which is really the cap for a household because this was 8 people household, 8 cents household. Um, so yeah, this was the original uh, patriarch of this family, the emperor and his wife, and his their eldest daughter is still alive. Um, their second born is not though, and this uh, this firstborn son they had, he would have been an emperor, but he died, so he didn't become one. But his son will be the emperor. He is the emperor now. He is still a teen, but that's what he looks like. And yeah, I have been having this error. I don't know what it means. Um, there's a dream tracker with a telephone or something. I hope it's okay to delete it. I do have a telephone on this lot right now um, because I was throwing a party. So yeah, he is also dead. Unfortunately, he is also dead. He lived longer though. Because this family was so big, by the way, I they actually had 2 caves. They had 2 caves. So one cave was with this royal couple and all their daughters, and the other house was this son and his children. He was taking care of them because their dad died. I hope that makes sense. And the other people are alive. As you can see, this is a huge family. It will be a huge family tree if you start with 6 children. Like, even if all the other people only have 2 to 3 children, it will still be a huge family tree. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Just a simple kitchen. Just ignore the phone. I only use it to throw parties. Otherwise, I delete it. There is a big table. There is a stereo hidden as this instrument. Oh, I also tried to paint pictures whenever I could. So this is hair in a picture. This is hair in a picture. Um, this is the emperor that was never the emperor because he died very young with his lovely wife. And this is the ghost of the original emperor. This is the original emperor and his wife dancing. They are dancing here. And yeah, I tried to take some pictures. This house is very empty inside, I know. Really, only this room is acceptable. This is the emperor room. This room really has nothing in it. It's just for the looks. So So there is this I don't know, dormer or whatever I should call this roof piece, and all the children just randomly live here. I should really separate this into smaller rooms, because the environment score, I think, is really lowered by a lot if you have a huge room but nothing in it. I also was quite proud when I made this bird bath, but around it there are different flowers. I thought it looked cool. I don't know. It's supposed to be some because Greek and Roman people, they were polytheistic, and they believed that there are like water spirits, there are spirits and everything. This random hill here is here because I tried to have like a little theater thing. Nothing really came out of it. Anyway, this is the party. This is the family. One interesting thing here is that uh, this girl here, that this is the youngest. Yeah, this is the youngest daughter of the original emperor. She is bi or gay, and I allowed this. I will allow this. I will not allow this if if this is the only child, then they have to get married and have a baby. But I will allow this for her. She actually had a little bit of an affair, I guess, with her maid, which I know is very cliche, but she was rolled to be gay, so that's why. Um, yeah. Other than this, there really isn't that much to say. Um, so, well, I guess there is a little bit. So he will marry her. This is a bit weird, but let me explain. So by the challenge rules, you can marry your relatives. I don't have any mod for close kin relationships. It's just how the game works. He can marry her, but technically they are a little bit related because father married uh, his father married her her grandfather's sister. So they are sort of related. I don't know. Is it like cousins twice removed or something? I don't know how it's called. But they can do romantic interactions by vanilla Max's game standards. So that's what they will do. Before they will marry, however, the lovely future empress needs to max out charisma and creativity by the challenge rules. So she will do that. She is a knowledge sim anyway, so she has nothing else to do. Okay, let me see if there's anything in chat, but I don't think there is. So this was my imperial family. Since I was already talking about the future empress's family, let's go there. Unfortunately, this family name will die out. There are still members of the family who are alive, but um, everyone who can still have babies, they are all um, they are all women, and this is a patriarchy, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I mean, it's historical. So this man, this is not the original sim. They already have 4 generations. If you look at this, these were the original sims. They had him and his sister who married well, the emperor, who never became an emperor because they both died as teenagers, but they had two children, so that's fine. Um, she was a plant sim just randomly. It happens very rarely in my game, so I allowed this. She was a plant sim. Um, what's really cursed about this family is his wife. She died after having two children, but you see, they have three children. Because I had to revive her, so my game did something really weird. I had never seen this bug before it happened to me. Um, when teens or children, or any other sims, when they age up, they can have a townie age up with them. So for some reason, my game thought that even though she was dead, she was a deceased playable sim. My game thought that she could age up to an adult because she died as a teen. She could age up with her husband when he was transitioning from teen into an adult. But she was dead. So I decided I would revive her. They had one more kid, and then I killed her. I hope properly this time, because I have never seen this pop up ever again that she can age up. So I hope she's okay. I hope she is resting peacefully. So yeah, his parents had two children, and then his sister also had two children. He officially had two, but well, because his lovely wife had to be uh, resurrected, he had one more child. His original children are already deceased, unfortunately, but his youngest is alive. So, like I said, this family name is dying out because only she can have children still. He only had a daughter. So this line is dead, and obviously, because she was a female, she married into another family, so she lost her original maiden surname, and her children are technically not, you know, with this surname anymore. This was actually very interesting. So I think it was a random occurrence scenario. She was supposed to run away from home. So she ran away to my sim Asia and married this guy, and she had two children. So technically, the future empress is part partially of Asian descent, I guess. Um, I don't know if she looks very Asian. I think she still looks similar to my other Sims. She has the same hairstyle as her mother. I don't usually give my Sims the same hairstyle if they are all alive at the same time. But if the mother is dead, her lovely daughter can keep the hairstyle. She was playing the harp and she needs to max out creativity and charisma before she marries her sweetheart. I'm not, I'm not in a hurry to marry them. There really isn't that much to say about them other than this. She still doesn't have the other people in this house don't really have any loves or anything. This is a servant. I also have a breastfeeding mode in my game right now. And if you set a baby, even if it's unrelated, if you set it as family on SimBlender, family, you click on a baby and set as my child, you can breastfeed that baby, even if it's not technically related. If you want to, you can later remove family ties. Why I do this in my game is because wet nurses were actually a pretty big thing from what I have read in ancient Rome. Probably because of the origins of ancient Rome, there is the uh, the legend of the twins being nursed by a wolf. And oh yeah, I also wanted to say I'm quite happy with this lot, with the patrician lots I made. So uh, this is, I think, a very typical way houses were built. Um, as you can see in the roof, there is a hole, and it's not a mistake. It's for a reason. They had like an atrium here, I believe it was called, and here there was like a little pool. Of course, it was not for swimming, um, but like rainwater would get into this pool, and I just thought it was really cool to put this into the game. Um, it was very funny to me at some point because all children in this house, all of them, they wanted to get a slide to slide into the water, but I didn't want this to be a functioning swimming pool. I also have some pictures here of them playing the harp, doing some random stuff, uh, like bathing children. There is also a picture of the first emperor here. This is the son with his wife. Unfortunately, he already passed away, but there is the child that they had, and this was the original patriarch of this family. Yeah, and I have some, ancient Roman, ancient Greek decorations. Here's a picture, some Maxis sculptures. I also have these cool. Um, I have this cool like incense and smoke coming out of it. I thought it was cool. And there is a pretty big kitchen here, and there is one room here. And in this house, this time I was smart enough to divide this space into proper rooms. So there are proper rooms, and all the doors are arches, so similar to Veronaville, really. Um, thank you, thank you, Desi. So that was the second patrician family, and I will show the other patrician family now as well. I guess the house is the same, so there is no reason to really show off the house. It's exactly the same build, but this is a big household right now, and not because of the sins, but there are also pets here. I don't know if you also feel like this, but I am not a fan of pets in The Sims 2. They are cute. They are cute. Don't get me wrong, but um, you can't control them without a cheat. They can go to work. I don't want to say it's unrealistic, but for most pets, I think it is a bit unrealistic. I like that you can teach them commands. I really like this. And I also like that you can praise and scold them, but that's about it. That's what I like about them. And yeah, so these houses are not really meant for winter. We will see how the indoor pool will go. But I think it looks pretty cool with snow uh, on top of the roof. Um, so yeah, this family, you might have already seen her, uh, this girl. This was the eldest daughter of the emperor. She is still alive. She is a romance sim, but she only did any romance at all when she was a teen, and she never really had any like multiple lovers once after she got married as an adult. So I just gave her the hopeless romantic traits. By the way, she is like the best sim I have ever had in my game, like born in game sim in terms of traits. Just look at her traits. She is, well, not maxed out, but almost maxed out neat. Uh, so let me put her in a proper dress. I have those awesome dresses, uh, like ancient Roman dresses that are so cool. Um, I really love them. So she is almost maxed out neat, almost maxed out active, playful, and nice. The only slightly negative thing about her is that she is shy, but that's such a good uh, personality. Her firstborn son is also pretty good in terms of traits, but he is outgoing and sloppy instead. And he is building a snowman right now. How very historical of you. Yeah, that's her son. I think he's okay. I think he looks more like his father though than his mother. His father's here. So this guy, oh my god. Um, as you can see, he's one grouchy, and I don't often see it in this game. But he always wants to make a zombie of everyone that he just met. I know why it happens. It happens because people died around him and he's grouchy, but it never happened to me so much. Nice Sims usually want to resurrect people, but he just wants to make zombies unless he just really loved his friend, so maybe he would like to resurrect them. Maybe. That's why I put him in the paranormal career, even if it's not historical or whatever. But he had no wants whatsoever to skill up, almost no wants. That's why he's level 1, and it just makes no sense to me. That he had no wants to skill up. That's so unlike a knowledge sim. This is their servant. Uh, And yeah, maybe let me also show this if I can wake this baby up. So this is their servant, and she is really a wet nurse. So what I want her to do is to feed babies. She also prepares sun and moon. Uh, she prepares the sun and moon meals for toddlers, the toddler treats, uh, and she can also feed their baby. And that's because I set her on the sim blender. I set Tullus as her child. Even though it is not her child, when he ages up, I will remove the family ties. But I do it because it happened. Like there were wet nurses. Okay. And yeah, so they had this firstborn child, and they had this child. I'm sorry, there is a bus. I know it's Victorian, not ancient. Um, but yeah, this is their other child. I called him Ophelius, like Ophelia, but male. I thought was cool. So there's like a naming scheme. All children that were born after the ancient era, they have the ancient Roman inspired names. But because he was their firstborn was born before this era, he still has like a random name. But yeah, I didn't even show the family tree. So I already showed her family tree, but I didn't show the family tree of the men of the household. So I believe he was actually a twin. Yes, he was a twin because his cursed daughter was born together with him. She joined the family when he also did, and then sadly their mom passed away, and he had three children. And his sister also had three children, but he is still alive. Um, so yeah, this is this family. I don't want them to have too many children, but they really only can have only one more child. Um, I think she is a bit sad. The Bassett, her name is Bassett. I think she is a bit sad that she didn't have any daughters because she had a lot of siblings. She had a lot of sisters, but she had no daughter of her own. She has only sons, which historically it's really good to have sons. But I think she's sad about it. And I didn't show the wolves. I will show these wolves. I hope it's fine. So this is not in the rules. Uh, oh, you were laughing at his face. Yeah, they sometimes make very funny faces. Um, this is not in the rules of this challenge, but I took it upon myself to do some extra things, like I did the Ice Age thing, and I also tried to do the domestication, domestication of dogs. Um, so I have no stray respawn in my game, but I don't have mods that prevent wolves. So these are wolves. These are wolves that spawned by the game. Well, actually, these are, I think, their children. One of them is anyway. So I only allowed my Sims to adopt strays, who were, which were wolves, to like simulate the domestication of dogs. I don't know, because dogs are genetically wolves, I think. So yeah, this was a wolf that was uh, randomly spawned by the game. We adopted him. He had a mate, Midnight, also spawned by the game, and they had a child that I named based on some names of like legendary wolves I googled, and yeah, they had two children. He already had a child with another wolf spawned by the game, and his sister also had two children, and those children were the wolves in the other household. I just didn't show them. They all look basically the same. Funny thing about wolves is uh, if you it doesn't matter if you just adopt them or if you breed them, they all have the exact same personality. It's exactly the same. They are hyper, genius, aggressive, independent, and in the middle of being finicky or pigpen. They will have randomized zodiac signs, but the personality is the same. They are also, these wolves are on their death, death, death's door, and their parents died, and yeah. So this family, as you can probably tell, I called them Wolfen, which is I think like German or something for something related to wolves. So this man really wanted to become a werewolf all his life, and he was friends with wolves all his life, but the leader of the pack never nibbled him. So I didn't make this happen with mods, but he was never nibbled. He was so disappointed. He had only one child. Then his wife passed away. That's why they are so poor. They are only plebeian. And his son, there was a random occurrence scenario. He was abducted by aliens, had a baby, and unfortunately he died. This is his baby. I don't have a pollination technician replacement, but I have a skin replacement. So my aliens have like slightly purple, but more, in my view, more natural looking skin. I mean, it's not green. It's purple, yes, but it's I mean, it's like pinkish skin. I know it's not natural, but the best I could do. But who are these toddlers? Because they are not on the family tree. Um, well, they are actually related to the emperor. They are this guy's children because this girl, this alien who was also added by a Ross, she was taking care of this alien child because he was a child just days before, and she found him and she took care of her, and now she died, and he is taking care of her children. She had natural twins, by the way. She was a knowledge sim, and her husband was also a knowledge sim. That's always a pretty boring match, but these are the alien babies, but they don't have the pollination phase because she was not made from abduction. I made her in cast, so she had like elf ears. I can't show them right now. I could do that. Wait a second. Let's see if I can wake this toddler up in more or less natural ways. Um, I actually have a mirror for toddlers so they can change their appearance. I just don't remember if it's in toys or if it's in mirrors. That's what I'm looking for. It's really a toy, but I think it's categorized as a mirror. Uh, oh my god, where is it? I'm so sorry, I can't find my own. And that's not my CC, but oh, here it is. I found it. So yeah, this is by from Mod the Sims. This is called Gassy Toy Mirror for Toddlers, and there are like medieval wooden recolors of it. So you can play with it and get, I think, body skill, or you can change appearance as a toddler. So you don't need an adult to gassy your toddler up. I'm just doing this right now to show you her awesome face template. Oh my god, I probably shouldn't have done that, should I? So, you see, this is why I didn't want to use my uh, CC folder. Um, Gassy app can take forever to load because I just changed downloads folders technically, and I also didn't like load CAS or Body Shop. If you load Body Shop, then usually Gassy app will show up faster, in my experience. Mm. Okay, there we go. Can you see these? Can you see these awesome ears? This is a face template. It was modified by Jelly Medusa from Tumblr to have an infant face. So you can see these awesome ears on babies already, really. Yeah. I don't have equal genetics, but I have a mod now so that alien skin and eyes are more like recessive, eyes are recessive, so alien babies can have regular eyes, and alien skin is on the scale. So it's a bit weird, but I like it more than all alien babies being alien skinned. What's a bit weird is if you have skin for Sim, right? So like the darkest skin in the Sims 2, and an alien. If you have them both procreate, their babies can be any skin. They can be skin 1, skin 2, skin 3, skin 4, all of any of them. Or they also can be an alien skinned or mannequin skinned. This is actually my replacement for mannequin skinned. It's a bit uh, it's a bit lighter than my skin 1, and it has no freckles, so I really love it. But yeah, that's this family. What they do really is, well, they want to someday sell wine, but it's still aging. They have a little vineyard here. They have wine, and here they can also plant poppies, and then they can sell poppy cakes. Because I was researching this a little bit, like Google research. Apparently, opium was quite popular in ancient times, and then it was forgotten in medieval times, supposedly. So I thought it was good to incorporate that mod. This is a mod by Morsha and Laura, I think, from Tumblr, Poppy mod. And also, right, so I wanted to mention this. Plebeians, I think they would really live in apartments, but I really don't like apartments for farming. That's why I just put the houses for pleb uh, very close by, and they look the same. It's just they are not an apartment. Historically, this would probably be like an apartment, and they would all have very small houses. Thank you. Thank you, Daisy. I'm trying to give some context. I mean, I'm not, uh, you know, I'm not a historian, uh, but I like ancient times. I like reading about it. Okay, and this is the last of my original families. This is the orange family. So obviously they wear orange togas. Um, this was a fun family. It was really fun to play. So the patriarch of this family, he was a pleasure sim. I know a lot of people don't like playing pleasure sims. I don't mind them. They are a bit repetitive, but I mean, so are romance sims. They are just hard to make happy because they have most wants they have are uh, low value ones, so you can't have them in platinum aspiration all the time. I also wanted to just showcase that my sims like change clothes. Well, never mind. Like the bed cover showed up automatically. I used that mod. Um, Now I just recently put it in. It's very cool. You can place deco objects on bed, and it will automatically disappear when you make bed. You need this bed decor category setter. Unmade bed mod. Very cool. I think for modern gameplay especially. But okay, first of all, in this house there are some paintings. So these are paintings of him. He had a dog. He really liked his dog. They also have goats. They have goats. They want to make goat cheese someday, but it will probably take a while. I need to stock up on the milk. And this is his lovely wife who he just got. This was the patriarch of the family. He was a werewolf, and I feel like the other family we just visited, the Volfed family, was a bit mad at him because they wanted so much to become werewolves, and then this random guy becomes a werewolf because the leader of the pack decided to nibble him. So here are some pictures. As you can see, he has the correlated werewolf skin by Epi. That was for silver hair, gray hair because he was an elder here. This is a picture with his lovely dog. He really liked his dog, but more than his dogs, he liked women because he was a pleasure sim. He didn't want to do anything like romance sim that wants to woohoo everyone all the time, but he wanted to go on 5 first dates, and he did this. It was his biggest accomplishment in life. Um, he did it after his wife died. Um, but he romanced not my playable sims. He romanced all the NPCs that spawned. He romanced hobby instructors, like nature hobby enthusiast instructor. He romanced the burglar. He romanced all sorts of people like this. Uh, why I'm mentioning this is because his grandson, I decided he would marry NPC cashier. I didn't have to get them married yet, but I mean, they have 3 bulbs, and she was an NPC cashier. I couldn't just move her in because she's a teen. I wanted to do it like, I don't know, I just wanted to get them married already, I guess. She needs a helping hand um, in the business. She was a cashier, but of course, it's just an NPC job. She has no badge. She forgot everything. After they got married, she forgot that they were married. They had to kiss again for the first time. I mean, that's my bad. Sorry. I just don't have the no townie memory loss mod or whatever, but she just forgot everything. She doesn't know how to use the cashier register anymore. But yeah, that's who this family is. About his father, there really isn't much to say. He married. Well, I guess there is one thing to say. He married the second eldest um, emperor's daughter, but it was in prehistorical times, so it was before he was an emperor. That's why they were allowed to get married. So he is technically also a grandson of the emperor. So I mean, technically he is a patrician, not a plebeian, because patricians were related to the imperial family. That's really the distinction. But in this challenge, patricians are just the wealthy, nobles, and plebeians are more like yeoman peasant class. This house is very empty, I know. Like they don't have money. They have an easel and they have paintings, and they actually have a computer because I think there was a Ross, uh, and the alien lady we saw in the previous house was living here, and she wrote um, the biography of the werewolf. That was the Ross. That's why they have these random books here. Um, they also, like I said, they have goats. They bought them from Sim Asia. I don't know how they went there, but they bought them there from, a sheep farmer, from a sheep herder there. They also had the goats there, and they bought the goats. And I decided this family would have goats, and they will someday make cheese, maybe butter. Again, these are Sun and Moon mods. This is the little store. For now, they have just been selling harvestables and also the poppy. And one more thing, they also recently got bees, like a wild beehive from a Ross. So they might also make mead someday. I will see. I mean, I know that's a lot for one family to do, but for now, they really didn't get enough ingredients to make cheese or anything. One more thing I did with them is because the grandparent, the grandfather, the patriarch of this family was a werewolf. He was a supernatural naturally. He became a werewolf, and he made friends with the local garden club lady. Um, he was able to obtain supernatural seeds. So they planted some plasma fruit. They also planted uh, a cow plant, but they are good seeds, so they didn't use this cow plant, but they technically have one. If if someone messes with this family, nobody should do this because they have a wolf blood and they have a tool here, a pretty deadly tool in their arsenal. So yeah, these were my original families. These are the families I have played. In some family cases, for 4 generations now, and I'm on generation 4 of them. But I also added additional families, like I mentioned. I already made like really short YouTube videos about them. Um, I don't really play all of them rotationally because they are not linked to my Sims. This guy, for example, I just don't play him because he is not linked to anyone yet. They are also not linked to anyone yet, so I don't play them. But I play these two because this is uh, this sim is related to the emperor. But again, she went on a pilgrimage or like faraway journey to the monastery, and she fell in love here, and she had a baby. And these sims are related to this family because her mom ran away from home and got married in Asia, which makes no sense, uh, but that's what I just did because I did it for a gameplay reason. I know the challenge says you can marry cousins, but I don't want to do that more than I have to. I will do that for the emperor. I will not be doing this for lower classes because it doesn't make sense to me. There would have been other people. I know that's technically not by the challenge rules. I don't really care. I just like the part of this challenge where you go through different ages. This is again a lot I built because all of them, I built all of them. It's supposed to be like an Asian monastery on water. So it's on the water platform. And it has this nice pagoda roof from Bon Voyage, I think. Uh, why I loaded in here is I just wanted to say it's so weird. Almost all of my Asian families, all of the men in these families at one point decided to leave their wives. So they started a monastery. I know this doesn't really make a lot of sense for, clergy to do that, but sometimes it would happen. Like they would have, I don't know. In Asia, this wouldn't be, like an angel telling them to do that, but they could realize later on in life that they are more spiritual than into than interested in the family. What's strange about it is the first guy who left his wife was a family sim. And he was like, okay, I had one son, so I'm leaving you. So he started the monastery. Um, what's interesting about this lot, at least I think, about playing this lot, is I have a functional school here. I only put um, Sims here if they are from Asia or if there's like a scenario like you are going on a pilgrimage or something. This is the Simlogical, I think, school mode. So you can enroll teenagers or children, assign them to class. Also, all my monks work in the education career because I think it makes sense. And I also have this confessional here. I know this may not be an Asian concept. This is more, like Western Christianity concept. And it wasn't my idea on how to do this. I stole it, borrowed it from I think Tiadic's stream. Someone recommended she should do something like this. So what's cool about this is these are two rooms, but it's really one room. There's a wall here, and there's another wall here, but this is just a fake wall. So this is a room. This is one room, but it looks like two. This is a BB niche filler. So this is the fake wall. So you can like pretend that Sims are talking, like in a church sort of. There is like a window here with a curtain. It looks like it's two rooms, but It's one, so they can talk to each other. They can also pray with my various praying objects I have. Other than this, I have some Asian. Yeah, I have the tea set, and I have some dining table. Uh, it's a really small lot. I think I can only really have four Sims living here because there is no space. There is like a little bathtub here and four beds, and that's all there can be. But yeah, I will at some point come here and age them all up. But other than this, I don't really play them that much. Thank you. Um, yeah, and I can show you maybe one or two of these families before I go. Um, so there are only women in this family right now. This is a mother and daughter, but she also had a son. The mother had a son. He is now deceased. I really like this sim, by the way, but I don't think her facial features were passed on very well. It's because I gave her such a long face or like a pretty big forehead. She was a very interesting sim. Uh, At least I think she is. I wanted like like a I don't know geisha inspired or something. Geishas were not the thing yet, but like I mean you could be like a woman of arts or whatever at any time in my view. What's interesting is she is a romance sim, yes, but her first want was to go into a dance career. So dance is like a lower class career. So I said okay. She was, I mean, officially in the Max's job, she was like a jazz instructor. But she could be like a Tai Chi instructor or something. Um, Tai Chi is really not a thing historically yet, but in my head, she was like a famous dancer of some sort. Her husband also left her to go to the monastery, like, as is tradition. That's just the tradition in this part of my town. Um, this is her daughter. Where is she? Oh my god, I can't find my sim. Here she is. This is the daughter. She has acne. I'm so sorry. So you see, yeah, her face. I don't think her daughter's face is. I mean, it's not bad, but it could have been better. Not everyone is beautiful. It's a bit of a shame for me that you know uh, this beautiful woman didn't really translate well into children, uh, to children's genetics. But yeah, with Asian Sims, I like doing things like drinking tea, playing this ridiculously overpriced, technically piano, but uh, it's supposed to be like an ancient Chinese instrument. She is into music as well, which that's why it makes so much sense that she wanted to go into dance. Yeah, and also what else I do in this part of town is uh, I usually only have them prepare. Oh my god, they have no food. Let's fix this. Usually I have them eat ramen. That's for a reason because they eat it with chopsticks, and it makes a lot of sense. So I know in The Sims 4 you can even set preference for eating chopsticks. Oh my god, she actually burned this. Well, at least she didn't burn the house down because I just knew something like this would happen. I was I was very scared that something like a fire would happen when I was streaming or something. Fires are not very deadly in my game because I have a mod fight or flight. So if there is a fire in my game, Sims will run to the street instead of shouting at the fire. But yeah, she is eating it with chopsticks. Actually, now it looks like she's eating with her hand, but I swear she eats it with chopsticks. Another thing, well, all the houses in Asia are the same because I couldn't bother making more different houses. They have tea because obviously they can have the tea set. Um, they also, most of them have a shrine of some sort. Like this one is the Bon Voyage shrine. Um, and this family was supposed to be the farming family. They are rice farmers. So now it's not in season, but they have rice here and they can make flour. They also just sell harvestables in this very small store. And they have a cat. They got a cat from Ross, and this cat, it's not aggressive. Oh, it is aggressive. Okay, I thought she was, but she is. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So this cat was added by Ross, so I made her in Cas. She has like a castaway fur. I downloaded a castaway coat from Mod The Sims. This cat, I'm sorry, I can't zoom in. This cat keeps getting sprayed by the skunk, but also fighting random wolves and winning. So that's interesting. And yeah, and we already sort of saw her son's family tree. So he married this girl, and his daughter will be the future empress. So I allowed them to. I allowed the children to live in my main hood because I thought it made sense, and she came here with a servant. So the servant took the babies back home when she found out that she died, basically. So um, there there used to be her grave here, I think, but I think I moved it to the cemetery. But there were like urns here before. I could have made like a storyline that like the ashes were left in Asia and people from Europe want to get the ashes, but I didn't really want to do that, and I was fed up with the ghosts. When the ghosts appear, I just move them to the graveyard. Okay. And yeah, there's one more family, but the house is the same, and we already saw the family tree for that. So I think we don't have to see that. I can show um, the community lots. Thank you, Debbie. I will show the community lot. So this is the only allowed community lot by the rules. It's the bathhouse. So there are a lot of rules about this, like you can't have electronics or like jacuzzi hot tubs. But I thought because I have such nice historical looking, hot tubs, it would be a shame not to put them here. So I did put them. I I went a little over the top with the items here. There is the Bon Voyage hot springs here. There are pools. There is a massage table. And I also have some toilets here. Just in case, I also put like a regular shower tub. If someone is really desperate for hygiene and they can't soak in the hot tub for hours, they can always go there to have a bath. Just to do that. I also put here a sauna, but really nobody uses it, so uh, I don't think that's like a bad thing. But if someone wants to use it, it's here. And I have a replacement for vending machine. So Sims in the background when you're visiting, they will automatically come here and they will like drink the ancient Greek drinks, which I think is really cool. Uh, and also because I think by the rules you can have a lot where you sell clothes. So I just put a little clothes store here, clothes store, and there is the place of work where the cashier worked. I also have the Regency letters. Um, I haven't really used them yet, but if some higher class sim wants to write a letter, they can. I also have some perfume here and jewelry. So you can really buy a lot of things here. You can't buy food. Like food, I understand in this challenge you are supposed to make or buy your own food. And I agree, that makes a lot of sense. This lot is also my graveyard because this was the only lot I had for some time, for a pretty long time. This is I keep building this because my Sims keep dying, so this keeps getting bigger. At first, I only had oh, my graves are gone. Okay, I have to run the hood checker. I think they are gone because uh, I just put this hood in my game after changing my downloads folder or something, and yeah, I have to run the hood checker, I guess. So the graves should come back. But there should be graves here. So yeah, this is the Emperor family part. This is the Tia family part. That's why it's green because they had a plant sim in their family. This is the orange family part. Um, and I think this is the Volsen family. And this is the Imago family. And yeah, my graves are gone. That's not good. I am not concerned though. I'm not concerned because I mean I think I will manage to just fix it with tracker. And just one lot, I guess, before I finish. Um, I also built this very recently. This is a temple lot because I had a random occurrence scenario where one sim was supposed to go to church and pray. Um, so I thought I needed a temple. Um, this is a beach lot as well. So this is the temple. You can enter here. It's very simple, but I think it looks good. I like simple builds, but functional. Um, and there are a lot of candles here, so you can pray here using these pray altars. And there are some sculptures um, to show that that there were a lot of different gods. So you can pray here, and you can also get married here. I was also reading a bit about how weddings looked. So basically, if you were of lower class, nobody really cared. Similar to medieval times, you could just live together, and after you have lived together, you would be considered married. But for wealthy patrician people, uh, they would invite, at first it was like a high priest, and then it would be emperor, from what I understood, and they would eat cake or like bread, and eating this cake would symbolize that they are married now. But they had to have like 10 witnesses while they were eating the cake. It's a lot of witnesses. Um, And yeah, I put this is the hacked arch. I just thought it looked cool. This is the wedding mat, and this is like some other CC arch. So you can have a public wedding here. Mm. It actually never happened to me before that I lost graves. So I think it's because I switched my downloads folder and I just switched my saves as well. I normally don't switch out my downloads folder. Oh, also, I also added an Egyptian part, but I didn't really do much with it. I just wanted one of my Sims, who is now deceased, to have a wife from Egypt as well, because I was running out of marriageable prospects. So I added this family. Um, they live in a pyramid, which makes no sense. I know. I just wanted it for decoration. Um, that's all. This was a build set that allows you uh, to make this building. You just need to place pyramid wall. Pyramid. You need to place a wall, and then you place this thing. But this doesn't really count as a room. You would have to do some invisible invisible wall thing, but I didn't care enough to do that. It's okay if he lives outside. I just wanted this to look vaguely like Sim Egypt, because Sims 3 had China, Egypt, and France. France doesn't really make sense yet, but yeah, the other the others exist. So yeah, thank you for joining me. I think I will end this now. I will see what's up with these graves, and I hope I mean I backed up my game a lot. It's just I guess it happened now because I switched saves, but this is my personal game. I mean, I guess personal. I post about it on my blog. So anyway, thank you everyone for uh, coming here to see me. Thank you, Desi. Thank you very much. Okay, I will stop now. I think it's enough if I just click stop streaming. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.